Hello everyone, the Green Actor here, and I am not happy. Yep. I had put in the CD for episodes 12 and 13. And it turns out, when I recorded it on Cam Studio, I forgot to turn on the noise. In other words, recording noise. So now, here I am, stuck doing more post-commentary, which is very hard to think of subjects. Could talk more about Shakespeare. Okay. What really annoys me is because I can't look and see what towns I've got, so I know what I can talk about and what I can't. Oh well. I've talked about most of these though. I'm looking at my list, and and hopefully I'll be able to find or win enough cities that I'll be able to get through all of the plays. For I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I have 29 plays to get through. And that's not counting the poems. Now, let's see here. Here's a random fact for you. Did you know the basic ways to categorize Shakespeare plays are comedy, history, and tragedy. However, there are some plays in comedy that have other names. There are two names that we use. Well, there are three subcategories that we sometimes use. There's the Roman plays, which are basically Coriolanus, Julius Caesar, Titus Andronicus, and Troilus and Cressida. I think Timon of Athens also is included, but I'm not sure. But basically, Greek-Roman plays. That's sort of the idea. Let's see, we're getting more stuff here. Not that I care, I'm getting annoyed with them. Okay, and then we have the problem plays. Troilus and Cressida. All's Well That Ends Well. Measure for Measure. And I think The Merchant of Venice are the four plays that are considered his problem plays. Taming of the Shrew might also be considered as one of them. Two Gentlemen of Verona also. And then there's what is called Shakespeare romances. These are plays that were written late in his life. They're all in the comedies. And are generally pastoral romantical and have some form of romance. These plays are Cymbeline, Pericles, Prince of Tyre, Winter's Tale, and my list here doesn't have it, but the Two Noble Kinsmen are also considered romances. This list doesn't have them. But it is in most of my other Shakespeare books. So, I'm not sure where Mr. Halton got his thing. He probably got his from the first folio, though. Though I'm not sure if Pericles was in the first folio. In any case, Let's Players. I was giving a shout out to Bone Canoe. Other shout outs I should give are to Slim Kirby, Shadow for Mario 41, Guy Crusher 9, Mega Free 400, K-Man, forget the number, Power to Mario, The Pasta King, and Madame Wario. These are really great Let's Players. All of them are, except Matt and Wario, are part of the group Crystal Star Studios. Crystal Star Studios is currently doing a Let's Play of A Thousand Year Door, though they're very close to the end of that. I think they're on Chapter 8 right now. And then, they each have their own individual projects. Slim Kirby is working on Pilot Wings and Majora's Mask right now. Majora's Mask being Legend of Zelda, for those of you who are not into the Legend of Zelda series. We are also doing... What am I thinking right now? What am I even talking about in that actual thing? Because obviously I'm having to speak, and I'm just ignoring whatever I did. Yeah. It's easier to talk about a game when you're actually doing live commentary than when you're doing post. Mega Freak 400 could probably attest to that very well. Because Mega Freak 400, who's currently doing a Let's Play of Chrono Trigger and Echo, which is Echo being a blind LP for him, he's doing both live commentary and post commentary. But his usual, what's the word I'm looking for? His usual genre is post-commentary Let's Plays, which allows you not to get distracted, but it also, you have to have something you want to talk about. I'm just coming up with this stuff on the spot. He usually gets rant topics prepared and stuff, and tries to talk about the game a little. It's easier for some Let's Players to do post-commentary, and then it's easier for some to do live commentary. Slim Kirby does live commentary. It's better for reaction, so generally it's used in blind LPs. But sometimes it's used in general just because it has a nicer and more real feel. For a game like Civilization and myself, I should probably be using live commentary for more focus on the game. This gives me a chance to rant about whatever I darn well please. But I'd like to talk about the game with you guys. And you guys really need to be able to hear some of the stuff they come up with. Some of the stuff, because the council is amazing. I love the council. I've said it before, but the council is probably the funnest part of the game. So let's see. Oh, and Madame Wario is currently doing a Let's Play of Animal Crossing, as well as Encore, where she's basically going through all her old projects and showing off stuff. It's really quite interesting. Madame Wario is very interesting in that she's one of the very few female Let's Players in the Let's Play world. Most of us are guys. In fact, the entirety of Crystal Star Studios is a guy. I could if I had a list, a list of the female Let's Players that I'm aware of is like 3. Madame Luna, I think, is 1. I'm not sure if she's still active or anything. Madame Wario, obviously, and I think there's also one called Hyrule Gold 9, but